So it looks like we might be looking at a Alacrity game again. Maybe just
He has
completely
to-
buff up.
His top lane is actually pretty strong, though. Their Jakiro Omni Knight lane. They are actually probably able to put pressure onto Raven.
Yeah, you can see Hustler and Whitemon. They're going for it here. Verifies out on Whitemon, but there's a dual breath available from Hustler. And Whitemon, he's ticking down low. The Tango is not healing him up enough. Cuts through the trees, and Hustler is able to find the final blow.
Okay, he's got a haste.
Yes, he's got the Sonic Wave good to go. He wants to get the line out on the two of them. They are grouped up. They're trying to go in onto Raven, but here's the backup from K, but he can't do anything to save Raven, as Raven already ends up going down. Now comes the Sonic Wave. We'll clip the two of them, and K will manage to find them. So the gank's successful, but unfortunately for Geek Fam, not able to do it.
But yeah, I mean, it happened. Bottom. Alacrity, he's responding.
So thinking, whoa! Okie dokie. With the Mana Void, that's going to be a dead Cuckoo. As Cuckoo tried to go aggressive there. Popping the ult as well. They do finally get Nuts dying to the Thunder Strike of Whitemon, but okay.
Yeah, he's got the Jelly plus the Iron Talon, so really fortunate for Raven just to be able to sit himself casually and farm. Top 3 net worths of the course.
TP's over to mid. They're going in onto K. They'll be able to get it. The TP reactions may be able to find some trades for Geek Fam. They'll turn over towards KYXY. Stuck in the trees once again as he gets dragged back underneath the tower thanks to the glimpse. So 1 for 1. Sure. Get at least the vision for Whitemon to set up with a glimpse into Static Storm. Let's see what they can do. Drew off to the side, but Zephyr straight in. Looking to dive underneath the tower. The Remnant pull back, holding him in position for the Static Storm kinetic field to trap him. As Geek Fam, very nice move there from them to shut down the anti-mage. At the same time, towards mid though, the rest of Reality Rift will be able to collapse in onto Cuckoo. As now the threat, it's coming straight to their doorstep. As
God.
Just beaten down here. He may get out of range. He does manage to live, but now they're going to turn Static Storm onto Alacrity. Will buy himself some time with the Yules. Also has the backup of KYXY. Ice Path, not going to catch on to anyone. The Concoction building up. He's Yulesed up once more, and he's not going to get the chance to throw it out. Ends up self-stunning and move back over towards it, but you're seeing Raven just sitting at full HP and Reality Rift. You can feel it. They just can't go on this Alchemist. They're looking for Zephyr. Zephyr trying his best to play around the Remnant, and Cuckoo's going to come in with the TP. The Orchid straight out onto Alacrity. Alacrity stuck in the Sprout. Will pop the Yules to dodge the Sonic Wave. Nicely done, but the Static Storm's there. Nuts tries to buy more time for him with the Nightmare, and it will be enough to get him out to the side, but the projectiles still fly through. No disjointing that with the Remnant, as this Ember Spirit will fall, despite the best effort to keep him alive. Nuts goes for a grip onto Whitemon, but instantly put to an end by the Orchid of K. That's Nuts down. And now they can just look to clean up even more Geek Fam as the Sprouts up onto KYXY. Raven's had time to turn up as well. Concoction out onto Hustler. Is 3 dead. The Glint's over onto KYXY, bringing him back into the midst of all 5 of them as they surround this Omni Knight. Take him out as well. Geek Fam are just steaming ahead here. Raven getting involved in the fights.
AM just does nothing. Like, I'm seeing Trolls, Ursas, and stuff like that just do better than the anti-mage because they can actually play the game.
And here we go, up to the base. Geek Fam, they're ready to start beating down to the tier 3. As Raven pops the Chemical Rage, heads over towards Alacrity. Alacrity silenced in place. He's got some time to buy with the Yule Scepter, but the silencers instantly catch him as he comes back down. Both Cuckoo and K having the means to silence up these mobile heroes with their Orchids. As 2 dead on Reality Rift, Geek Fam take the tier 3. They'll find this Rax as well by the looks of it. There's still tier 2s in the other lanes, so a little bit of something for Reality Rift to hold on to, the fact that they won't lose another Rax yet, at least, but it certainly does feel inevitable as Geek rests on Drew's shoulders this game. If there's going to be any chance for Reality Rift. They're already indeed inside the base. Hustler alone, trying to draw their attention away from the tower, but he cannot do so, as they have no trouble getting on top of them. The tier 3's going down. Reality Rift's going to have to come back. Zephyr, he's in deep. He jumps straight away onto Hustler as Hustler again goes down straight away. Silence in a Concoction. Some time brought by the Yules, but the Static Storm persists. Nightmare buys some more time. He's able to live a little longer. Alacrity trying to jump away with the Remnants, but Clay is able to get in. One final hit takes him out. Double kill as he picks up Nuts as well. As Geek Fam 19-7, 20k lead. They're cleaning this one up. The top racks go down. Raven moves over towards the mid. Drew and KYXY, they're trying to find something. They will be able to get the bottom racks. But meanwhile, back on their own base, it is indeed. The third and final set going down as Geek Fam clean up. And now, if Reality Rift do want to try and play on, it's going to have to be against the Mega Creeps.
And I don't think that they have... I mean, they have Ember and AM, but I don't think that they're going to have to deal with the onslaught that's going to come into their base now. If Geek Fam even holds up, they could probably still chill in the area here to look to end. This feels like this game, this was kind of the pace of the game that we knew was going to come. Like, Raven just was getting all the space in the world to farm. They could not pressure enough. A great balance of draft from Geek Fam, good moves around, and this AM just, I mean, Drew did not get to play anti-mage. He's just got to play the split push game.
Nuts and KYXY trying to give it one final attempt, but Nuts immediately jumped upon by Raven with his Abyssal Blade.
Drew's
the Ice Path from Macropyre is down. The Static Storm's there. Onto Drew. Drew trying to commit. They do find Whitemon. See if Drew can do anything else here. Who's he going to go for? Jumps over towards K. The Ice Path catches the Queen of Pain. They'll get themselves another with the Mana Void. Drew's able to find it. They turn over towards Raven. Raven, he's punching back hard. Drew has to blink back to safety. They're still trying to bring Raven down, though. Another trap with the Ice Path. Raven's getting low as they will be able to finally kill him slowly but surely. KYXY smashing him down with a hammer. They have done what seems to be impossible. Kill the Raven Alchemist.
Fights with Heavenly Grace thrown on him the whole time. So he is, you know, he is online. He doesn't have a Bastion or anything like that, but he does hit buildings.
Oh, he's going to jump over towards Zephyr. Zephyr quickly to jump back out. KOXY just constantly keeping Drew buffed up. Drew's jumping in. He's looking for the squishier kills. Whitemon, it's been slowed by the Skadi. 5 seconds and K will be back in the game as the Quap. They get the tier 3 tower, they're still sticking around. Static Storm, there's the trap. They managed to catch Drew and getting him underneath.
A lot of damage.
He needs help. Is he going to get it? The Nightmare buys him some time. He's going to be yuled up into the air here, but he's still taken out. They kill off Drew. Drew dead for 90. He himself without buyback available as he's 900 gold short. That was the one shot there for Reality Rift to try and get something done, and that indeed is it. They know they're not going to have another chance. GG's called. Geek Fam will take this first game, as at the end of the day, that Alchemist pickup, it really was the answer to everything that Reality Rift wanted to do. It countered this AM strat entirely.
7 on the Queen of Pain, so he was able to set the tempo, he was able to make the space. Raven.
From Geek Fam, eventually Geek Fam are going to run out of damage. Yeah. You just have to make sure you atomize correctly against that and don't lose your lane so hard.
Yeah. Alacrity's going to feel very safe. The CS at the moment between the mid, 17-0 on K. 14 for 6 on Alacrity, so rather close right now. Just a little bit of an XP advantage for Alacrity, about half the levels. Bottom lane, they're able to finally get in onto Cuckoo, trying to escape with the Firefly, but they chase him down. So back up to a decent amount of HP, so has no threat. Bounty room, the power rune control is going to be down bottom, so Nuts is able to take that. They still go with the Fisher onto Alacrity, but Alacrity steps forward as he's got the Pulse, also has the Astral Step, and with the charge through from KYXY, Reality Rift will be able to find that kill in mid.
And he is the king of the late game. Like Spectre in this game, he has a very good game versus that Ricky. Top, they will find the catch on the Hustler. Charge from KYXY, gets the bash.
That's going to get him the kill in return.
River, so they should
also got the Centaur. They can move it in
Cuckoo.
for the stun. Zephyr trying to slow it down, but still able to get the stun off with the Centaur. Zephyr popping the Fisher out. Does, if anything, cause Cuckoo to take a bit of a longer route around, but there's a lot of backup this time for Geek Fam. Raven steps forward. The X-Well's done. It's going to catch onto the two of them. They take down Nuts. Turn over towards Drew. Alacrity dies beyond the tower, though, and will still be able to find the kill onto Cuckoo. In fact, Alacrity, he comes straight back over. He wants to keep fighting into this. Raven's trying to chase down KYXY. Will find him or not. KYXY charge out just in time. The Fisher puts it to an end. Raven will still be able to jump across and make sure they get the kill. Haunts out as Drew is ready to return to the action. Has been able to kill off the Grimstroke, but now they're on top of Alacrity. The Void Spirit will also end up falling beyond the tower. Drew does dive in, takes out Zephyr, but now K, Raven and Cuckoo, they're looking to chase him. He's got the safety of Nuts by his side. See how much K can do it. Change back up in a second. Nuts is only going to be able to save the one of them. He turns over towards Drew, offers him up a shield. Costs him his own life, though, of course, as K picks up a triple, and he's not done yet. He's going to have change back up in a second. Cuckoo has the lasso, drags Drew back. Geek Fam, they slaughter Reality Rift down there in the bottom half and entirely close that lead that Reality Rift were going to get, whilst it's actually going to TP up towards the top to to put some pressure once again onto Drew. Force him out of this area of the map.
Us,
Down bottom, trying to collapse in. They get the silence into the X-12 stun. Raven's found the setup, but he doesn't quite have the damage. The time lapse is off, and Raven ends up going down underneath the tower as the backup from Reality Rift comes into play. Alacrity coming in and making sure that they have the burst damage.
But the response is already around the area.
Oh. To get the lasso, drags him over towards Zephyr. Zephyr's got the echo, he's going to pop it. Is it enough to take down Drew though? Shield out, still finds the chains. K holding him in place, but the charge from KYXY comes in onto Cuckoo. Drew is fine. Soulbind on the two of them. Geek fam still trying to make a fight happen here as K is being swell. Won't quite be in range, and KYXY is now looking to turn. He's got the 6, but the remnant's out. K will be able to get back underneath the tower. KYXY going to turn for the easier kill of Whitemon. Charging in onto the Grimstroke. Remnant pull back as well. RR find the two of them. I will be able to out-carry the Spectre, at least give it a really good shot as the game goes on.
Exactly. I think that's the biggest thing is mid. K. Ooh. It's melted down pretty hard. He has an acid to reset, but KYXY's in.
Yep, still got the charge on the Cuckoo. Fish go down, Zephyr. Oh, it's a beautiful 3-man Echo Slam, but do they have the follow-up? It doesn't look like they do. He may have got in there and slammed the 3 of them, but then, well, Zephyr's not getting out. Whitemon will be able to TP away. I mean, it was obviously going to be tempting for him. He had the blink. He wanted to go for it.
They're going to have to get some like perfect initiations or double silences or clouds off in the back to ensure that they can actually go for this. Like disable Abaddon and Weaver as you go for Spectre. Really tough fights that they're going to have ahead of them.
There we go. Looking for Cuckoo. I mean, Drew's just standing on top of this one. Cuckoo will be able to knock him back with a flame break, and Drew won't be able to chase any further, so Cuckoo gets out of there. Over into the jungle, though, KYXY. He's found K into the charge. They've got a good amount of control. He's going to throw out the double remnant to the side. Nuts is already there, starting to slow him. As K, he's used both of them for that initial jump, so he hasn't got any other to throw out and in a further attempt to escape. K goes down, over towards underneath the tower. They're charging in onto Raven. Pops the tricks to trade, but he's been dusted. They've got the vision upon him. Sliding forward, Alacrity gets him with the remnant. It's 3 dead on Geek fam, as they are really starting to crumble here in this game too. It looked like a solid showing for them in game 1. Trying to make something happen with this smoke. See what they can do around mid already. Alacrity, he's setting up onto this Ember Spirit. The rest of Geek fam's got to come in for the fight soon. The Horn comes out straight away into the midst of it. The dude managed to soulbind both Nuts and Drew together, holding them back for now. But already the Grimstroke goes down. Cuckoo attempts for the lasso onto Hustler, but there just isn't any damage. Hustler doesn't care about being lassoed at all. Cuckoo has to TP out. It's only down to K and Raven to try and get away, but K's lost all his mana. No ability to jump over to the Remnant.
They're actually, Raven's got a good high ground position here with the rest of his team.
And he's going to jump on Alacrity. They've got the lasso into the slam. They'll be able to instantly take down the Void Spirit. Now they can turn over towards Nuts. KYXY, he's charging in. Does RR want to try and fight this despite the fact they don't have Alacrity? That's the question. KYXY commits with the charge onto Cuckoo. The Soulbind about to come to an end. Raven stepping forward with the Inkswell stun onto Drew. Now turns his attention over towards KYXY. They slow him down with the Fissure, blocking him off, but he's still walking away, and they don't have any further catch onto him as KYXY will live. K turns his attention over towards Nuts, but the borrowed time's popped. K, he's got to be careful about getting silenced here. A couple more hits and he will. Raven gets him once more, straight away onto Nuts. After the borrowed time comes to an end, they kill him off. The time lapse onto Drew takes him back up to full HP. For Geek fam, they've already found 3. They've got the chains control onto Drew. Drew's in trouble.
Wow.
Hustler cannot help him. Geek fam find 4.
Cuckoo? Well done. Oh, no, Cuckoo.
I mean, he doesn't make it away, but I mean, Geek fam still cause for celebration on their side.
Be as afraid versus that Void Spirit Aghanim, so you can actually play a lot more aggressive. And they get a jump, KYXY, but he's shielded.
Instantly taken off still. Cuckoo's able to get in him with the Inkswell stun. It's not long enough though. KYXY still able to walk away. They turn over towards Nuts. Trying to make it go onto the Abaddon, but he's going to have ults available, so as heavily as they commit, Nuts is going to be a slow kill onto the back lines. Already Drew finds the one of them, turns over now towards K on the front. K does have the BKB as he attempts to run away. One more remnant out to the side. We'll get him out of the reach of Reality Rift, but still that's a BKB being used and not being able to turn and fight with that charge.
Geekfam's trying to stall for the BKB for Raven to be finished. He's finishing up in mid right now for that BKB. He does have it done. He's going to TP bottom, and now they want to look to fight with that BKB online. Grimstroke's also up, and there's no Haunt.
Oh, and they're in Alacrity. Silence onto the 2. They know the K's not got a BKB available to pop. One more slight Remnant over to the side. The Fisher from Zephyr buys a bit of safety for K, but Drew's in, slowing down K with the Diffusal Blade. Bash comes out. Zephyr goes with the Echo onto the 2 of them. K still running, but Alacrity finds it with the Astral Step. KYXY charges across the 3 of them. Looking towards Raven, but Raven with the BKB, he's ready to turn up and turn it around. Looking over towards Drew. Pops tricks the trades. Fisher not going to catch onto Hustler as Hustler's up into the air. Zephyr jumps in, but he's been caught out by the Remnant. The 4 of them turn upon him. Drew claims another. As that was a dieback from Zephyr, now dead for 70 seconds. Geek fam are heading over. Nuts just running up to the high ground, trying to create some sort of a distraction. KYXY is going to charge in. For White up with the Esports stun, catching the 2 of them. Raven's in as well with the smoke screens. It's straight away Nuts having the borrowed time proc. Drew looks over towards Whitemon. The mist coil finishes him off. They get themselves the kill on the Grimstroke. Turn over towards Hustler. Hustler able to get back with the time lapse. Raven having a BKB and head back. The charge from KYXY crosses over him. Raven dodges the ult with the tricks of the trade, but he's bashed by Drew. Raven goes down. He's dead for 75. Drew turning over towards K. K pops his own BKB. Remnant out, but RR, they're going to look to chase this. K, another jump forward. Drew still wanting to go for this one. This is the final Remnant from K, and it is enough to get him back to the base. The Reality Rift, no trouble there, pushing Geek fam away from this Roshan pit. With the fruits of Roshan. Try and catch Geek fam off in a position, and they found K. K trying to get away, but Alacrity can have the Yules into Remnant, pull back. There we go. Drew pops the horse straight away with the Abyssal on top of K. The Ember eliminated. Whitemon quickly to follow, and now Raven, he's got to try and run. He's going to head over to the side. They got the dagger off in time onto him, and KYXY in with the charge, catching the 2 of them. Raven still trying to hide with the BKB, but they'll find him in the trees, finding the 3rd, and now towards Cuckoo. He'll turn with the Yules. He's trying his best to run, but Drew's hot on the chase, slows him down with the Diffusal Blade. Reality Rift will get the full 4 of them. Triple kill for Drew. As now into the base they are. The top lane close enough to remove that backdoor protection.
And he's got the blink as well on the Weaver too. Hustler, he took the space. I mean, he's very farmed. He's got exactly what he needs. K shows mid.
He does. Straight away. They just stun him up. All right. He has got buyback, but losing his life like that just makes things so much harder for Geek fam to try and formulate a defense against RR. Dying underneath the tier 2 outside of the high ground.
And they just start scouting. They just send this dominated melee creep who's on fire. Look at that fire effect under him. Just to scout into the backlines. He will die to tier 4s.
I mean, Geek fan, they're looking for the long wraparound. They've covered the smoke. They're trying to get to the backlines of RR, trying to find Hustler's Weaver. They're going to be able to get in. Zephyr jumps forward with the Echo Slam. They're trying to burst down the Weaver first. Will they be able to do it? They will. They take down Hustler, but the Haunt from Drew's coming to play. Raven pots the BKB, but he's already backing off from this. He knows how hard it is to fight into this, as Drew has the control onto Zephyr. The Shaker is dead. They attempted their best there, Geek fam, to try and get him from the back. But at this point, it's just too late, it seems. They're down 18k. K, remnancing forward aggressively, pots the BKB, has the Inkswell buff, but it's going to be able to stun Drew. Cuckoo at the side, finds the grab onto KYXY. Raven, has he got the damage to kill him? No, because there's the save. Hustler taking KYXY back to safety. Immediately, KYXY goes straight back in with the charge. Hustler has been silenced. They have managed to kill the Weaver. That was a dieback on Hustler. Can they get any more, though? Raven falling low. One more hit will do it. Drew jumps across with the Abyssal. Raven is dead. 80 seconds, no buyback on this Ricky as RR can resume pushing down mid, taking the tier 3. Looking for the racks as well. Drew now with a full butterfly being shipped over. He still has that Aegis. KYXY over towards K.
Not killing Drew.
But Cuckoo's trying to poke. Bringing him low. They'll get him the once. That Aegis was probably about to go anyway, so Drew doesn't care too much about that. Can they do it a second time? They get in on top of him, or at least Cuckoo tries. Soulbind out, linking both Alacrity and KYXY together. Drew, meanwhile, just goes straight for Whitemon. Takes him out. Abyssal over onto Cuckoo. Double kill for Drew. And almost certainly going to be even more here as they look towards Zephyr. Zephyr pulled back. A triple kill for the Spectre. As Drew, no mercy this game. 16-2 and 16 this match as his Spectre. may not have been able to make the magic happen in game 1 as the anti-mage, but this game 2 performance, Drew, able to be as strong as ever on this carry.
Yeah, they picked up they picked a lineup that just fully works around the Spectre super nicely. So many ways to get into backlines, ways to back him up, heal him, reset him, and just playing aggressive. So they can, the 4 of the heroes that they have can play super aggressive around when Haunt is on cooldown, and then when Haunt's up, see how strong they are, and Raven just gets eviscerated. And GG.
It's certainly called hit. Azara, as I say, swinging the series background, getting the 1-1 this second game win. And looking pretty good whilst doing it. It was definitely a bit of something a little different, as we saw this sort of helmet dom into Ags, Spirit Breaker from KYXY. He played,
like,
you know, pretty crazy, pretty sort of straight in, and it did work. You know, every single fight, even when the BKBs came out, just charging straight through the middle and disrupting any sort of fight that Geek Fam was trying to get in their favor. It did make the fights very hard for Geek Fam to go in.
Life is a game. Play smart.